Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, let's start with a question for you. If you had one wish, absolute guaranteed, no strings attached, what would you wish for?
That's a big one.
Right. And what would you sacrifice to get it? Because that's sort of the core of what we're diving into today.
We're talking about Dr. Volcano's Tournament of Terror. The anticipation is just immense.
Absolutely. This isn't your average tournament. The prize, one wish, fulfilled, no cost. A reward, and I'm quoting here, no entity has ever dared to offer.
It's pulled in contenders from everywhere, beings of immense power.
And today, we're zeroing in on one of the most, well, terrifying of them all, the Plague Doctor.
Ah, yes, him.
We're going to unpack his chilling origins, his unique abilities, horrifying abilities, really and critically, what his ultimate wish could mean for, well, everything.
And you have to understand, the scale of this event is unprecedented. For the Plague Doctor, this might not be the first time he's, let's say, haunted an arena like this. But given the prize, the sheer power Dr. Volcano is offering, this could very well be his final one, a definitive end, or maybe a terrifying new beginning.
A new beginning, not just for him, maybe.
Potentially for everyone. The hype is real, and he's a truly disturbing figure in this gamble.
Exactly. And that stark uniqueness, that's why we need to dig deeper. Our mission today, understand the being behind that mask, the history that drives him, and what his wish really means.
Okay, so where do we start?
We have to go back, before the mask, before the entity he is now.
Yeah.
Back to a man named Virelius.
Right, the healer.
A brilliant healer, yeah.
Yeah.
From a place the sources call the Withering Realms, described as a plane beyond space, caught between life and rot.
Imagine that, a dimension where decay is just in the air you breathe.
Constantly pulling things apart. And in that world, Virelius was the last stand, the final defense between flesh and fever, as they put it.
And the irony, it's so thick, right? His methods, they had to be harsh. We're talking leeches bred in fire pits, tinctures laced with mercury and prayer. Not exactly gentle stuff. It was pure desperation.
Trying to hold back the tide.
Exactly. A grim bargain against this inevitable decay. And for a while, maybe it worked. But the lore is chillingly brief. People lived, and then they didn't.
Oof, that hits hard. It just captures that constant losing battle he was fighting.
And then it got worse. Much worse.
Yeah, this is where the real nightmare begins. A new plague, described as different.
Not just physical, it was a whisper, a black-veined thing without a name, infecting thought before blood.
Infecting thought first. That's existentially terrifying.
It wasn't just bodies rotting, it was minds eroding. And Virelius, the great healer, he just watched it all fall apart. Everyone, everything. Until no one remained to save but himself. Imagine that isolation, the last conscious mind in a universe of rot. The despair, it's almost unthinkable.
But what did he do? Did he just give up?
No, not exactly. He pushed further. He tried to understand it, dissect this nameless thing, find a cure, maybe?
He found something else.
Something horrifyingly intelligent. The sources say he found eyes staring back from his microscope, blinking.
Blinking.
Yeah. Sentience within the disease itself, a consciousness staring back at him. And right then, at his absolute lowest point, staring into that abyss.
They made him an offer.
Exactly. Not salvation, more like a pact. A surrender to the very thing he fought, because his world was already gone.
And what an offer. What came next? The ascension through infection.
Yeah.
It's chilling. Virelius, the man, he just vanished.
The legends are vague, aren't they? Gates opening and dying beggars, or him just lying down on the autopsy table?
Yeah, letting something else rise. Whatever happened, what returned no longer feared infection, it carried it. He didn't just beat the plague.
He became it.
Yeah.
Embodied it. His mask, that iconic mask. It wasn't just worn anymore.
Seized to skin.
Right. And his robe, stitched from the burial shrouds of entire cities, it's a complete erasure of Virelius.
Total immersion in this new purpose.
The lore puts it so well. Time rusted off him. Reality recoiled from him. He wasn't just a man anymore. He became this entity, a force of pure infection.
And it wasn't just symbolic, it was literal. Every step he takes now releases spores not yet named by science.
His breath burns like incense in a tomb. He is the plague. He's not Virelius, he's the plague doctor.
A prescription written in screaming Latin and sealed with blood. That line.
Yeah.
Wow. He's the embodiment of affliction. A walking curse.
It fundamentally changed him. Not a victim anymore, but the architect.
So, okay, we have this entity, this walking calamity. What possibly brings him to Dr. Volcano's tournament? It can't be about power or glory, right?
Yeah.
Not in the usual way.
No, not for him. The prize, that one wish fulfilled without cost, it taps into something much deeper, much more specific to him.
Singular and personal, you mean?
Exactly. His wish, the sources are clear. A chance to resurrect his world, not as it was, but as it should have been.
Okay, wait. As it should have been, not just bringing it back.
No. It's about rewriting it, imposing his vision. He wants to create a perfect biome of unfeeling logic.
Unfeeling logic.
Where death is controlled, cataloged, and no longer chaotic.
Controlled death. Catalog death. That feels incredibly cold. How does unfeeling logic make a world as it should have been? Is he trying to end suffering or just manage it clinically?
That's the terrifying question, isn't it? If you eliminate chaos to eliminate suffering, do you also kill joy, free will, the messy beauty of actual life?
The poem in the sources seems to point that way. Erase disease, erase all fear, replace the world with logic, pure.
Where pain is measured, clean, and cured. It's ultimate control disguised as perfection.
So this wish, it's not just about his old home, it's bigger.
Oh, much bigger. It's a statement about existence itself, a universe where everything is managed, where the unpredictable, the human, is purged for sterile order.
Is a world where pain is measured, clean, and cured even worth it? What happens to love, passion, creativity?
Does life, as we understand it, even exist in that kind of perfect biome? It's a chilling vision wrapped in this promise of ending chaos, sacrificing life for control.
It really is. And he'll do anything to get that wish granted in this tournament. The sources say he'll flay every contender, inoculate the crowd with terror, and rewrite the rules of suffering itself.
He's not subtle. He's calculated horror.
Which brings us to how he actually fights. Because his methods...
There's something else.
Yeah, his entrance alone is an attack. A fog of green mist and tolling bells.
Instant atmosphere. Dreadful.
And the effects are physical, visceral. Crows fall dead from the rafters. Children cry for reasons they can't explain. It hits you on a primal level.
And he doesn't rush in?
No, he walks slow, methodical, head tilted just slightly, as though diagnosing the air itself. Imagine facing that, like you're just a symptom he needs to treat.
Utterly chilling. And his actual moves, they weaponize disease and memory.
Existential dread, yeah. Let's break them down. First, the inoculation spike.
A bone-handled syringe stabbed to the base of the neck. Okay. Followed by a twist that purifies memory.
Purifies memory.
Yeah.
So he doesn't just beat you. He erases part of you. Your identity.
Exactly. An attack on who you fundamentally are. Then there's lung collapse.
Sounds bad.
It is. Suffocating nerve hold. But it's worse because spores leak from his sleeves and into his opponent's mouth.
Ugh. Biological warfare up close. Turning your own body against you.
Making every breath feed the infection. It's not just about winning. It's about ensuring something is fundamentally broken or gone, even if you somehow survived.
And the finisher. Patient zero. This one sounds the worst.
It might be. He whispers a name no one remembers, and the opponent drops motionless as if they were never born.
Never born. Just erased from existence, from memory itself.
That's the implication. Existential erasure. Imagine witnessing that. It rewrites reality. How do you even prepare to fight that? Your very being is on the line.
Few contenders will be ready for that level of horror. Now, with someone like him, there are always whispers, right? Theories about what's under the mask.
Oh, yeah. It adds this whole other layer of mystery. Some legends say if you see his reflection at the right moment, the mask flickers.
And underneath.
Not a face, but a cathedral of tumors whispering in harmony.
Wow. A living monument to his own condition. That implies constant torment.
But then there's this completely opposite theory, almost poignant in a dark way.
Which is?
Others believe he wants to lose so he can finally rest.
Wants to lose. So this whole quest for his perfect biome, it's not what he truly desires.
Maybe it's just another form of his suffering, or maybe he's seeking peace and end even through defeat. It makes him so much more complex than just a monster.
Is he trapped? Is his existence just torture?
It suggests a paradox at his core, a profound thought.
But ultimately, for anyone facing him in the tournament.
Right. Those who fight him never get the chance to ask. They're too busy trying not to be erased.
So we've looked at the incredible stakes of Dr. Volcano's prize, the terrifying resolve of the Plague Doctor, and what his world-altering wish could mean. This tournament, it's going to be monumental.
Absolutely. The hype isn't just for the fights. It's for this clash of wills, these cosmic stakes. And the question remains, who or what can possibly stand against him.
And what happens if they can't? What if he wins?
If that wish is granted, a perfect biome of unfeeling logic, the consequences ripple outwards, it changes everything.
Which leaves us, and you, with a final thought as this tournament of terror gets closer. If you had that power, the power to replace our world with unfeeling logic, to get rid of disease, fear, all the messy parts, would you do it?
And what would we actually lose in that kind of perfect world? Is the eradication of suffering worth erasing?
Right.
Everything else.
Something to definitely mull over. We'll be watching the tournament closely. Join us next time for another deep dive.